Hi guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, April 4th, 2017. This is Jennifer. We're going to jump right in today because I have a whole list of stuff to share with you guys. First of all, I want to thank everyone who has already jumped in and become a patron. I have created a Patreon page for myself. What this means is that you, if you find value in the things that I do, if you enjoy my free content, my videos every week, my free patterns, the communities that I support, the websites that I run, if you enjoy those things and it is within your power to do so, you can support me as an individual, as a patron, by going to patreon.com/Sewhooked, and you can pledge $1 a month, $5 a month, whatever is comfortable for you. And if you cannot do this, please do not feel like I'm asking you for money, because I'm not going to ask you to do something that is financially not possible right now. I totally understand that sometimes $1 is just too much. What Patreon does is it allows internet creators like myself to have a monthly income from the people that enjoy and consume their work. I produce a lot of free content, and I've thought about this for many months now. I've been planning and reading and asking the opinions of other people that I know that, might have some input as to whether or not this is a good idea, whether or not it might work. And as I've told you guys a million times before, I love sharing things for free. But the fact of the matter is that as much as I love sharing things for free, I still have to make money, because that's part of just being alive. You have to have an income. So what I would like to do is to continue to share everything that I was already sharing for free, but I would also like to, in the future, share all of my patterns for free. So you guys know I'm an independent pattern designer. I share patterns for free, but I also sell patterns. I sell them on Etsy, I sell them on Craftsy, and I've had an online pattern company for 8-10 years, something like that now, for a very long time. So what I would really like to do is, going forward, if I can make it financially possible with Patreon, I would just like to start sharing everything for free. So that is the goal. If this works out, I have an event for the fall that would be posted on Sewhooked.com that would be entirely free. It's another quilt along, but unlike Paper Piecing Vintage or My Favorite Things, you would not have to buy the pattern, you would just participate. And that is what I want to do pretty much forever. So this is the longest I'm going to talk about Patreon here on Talk to Me Tuesday. I will mention it from time to time, but if you would like more information, go to patreon.com/Sewhooked. There's a link in the description, and there's a little video there where I will explain what I'm doing. There's also some text there if you would prefer to read it. I wrote a long post on Sewhooked to explain why I'm doing this. So like I said, more information, and I have that in other places. If you have questions, please let me know, because I am open to new ideas and I'm open to feedback to how best to make this work. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I have something super fun to share with you guys. If you've been with me for a while, then you know that the last couple years I have done a Fat Quarter Lotto in April for my birthday. It is April again, so we are going to have the 3rd annual Fat Quarter Lotto on Sewhooked.com. This year, instead of only being open to the Facebook group, it is open to everyone. So it is open to you, whether you are a follower on Talk to Me Tuesday on YouTube, on the LiveJournal community, on Sewhooked, on Facebook. It's open to everyone. So there will be more details about that in this post on Sewhooked.com. So today's April 4th Talk to Me Tuesday post will have information about that. The way the Fat Quarter Lotto works is you send me up to 4 unique fat quarters. There will be a piece of paper that you can print out that will have a mailing label for my address. It'll have little strips of paper for you to fill out with your name and email address and your mailing address, so I can get in touch with you, so I can pull names out of a hat. So that's the only new thing this year, is the way we're going to draw names. We're not doing index cards. I'm going to provide everyone with a little thing to fill out. It'll be super easy. It's an incentive for you, if you are participating in Paper Piecing Vintage this year, to send a signature block along. So if you are doing Paper Piecing Vintage and you want to be in the Fat Quarter Lotto, now is a great time to share your signature block. Now I'm going to share what these look like. These are the ones from 2014 that I've already pieced together. These will be the center of the signature block quilt. So it's the same signature block, and then you piece this. That will also be in this post today. And you piece this together, you put your name and where you're from, and if you want to, you can put your username or the date or whatever. Just information is all in the pattern that's in today's post on sewhooked.com. Now let's talk about my crafty week. I did a lot of sewing on Friday with some friends at the stitching studio here in Austin. We had a Friday sew day, and I did get a lot done, but most of it has to do with this guy on the wall back here, so I can't really show you that. I also sewed pockets on a whole bunch of Linus bags. We deliver our blankets in IKEA bags, so I sewed vinyl pockets on bags, so that's not very exciting to show you guys. But I did have a great time. I enjoyed being with my friends. It was super fun. My local friend, Sarah, she came with us, and she was working on Fandom and Stitches stuff, so I will put a link to her Instagram in the description so you can go see her in-progress Star Trek quilt. And the two patterns that she used are designed by Alia7. You guys probably remember Alia. She's talked to me Tuesday. She hasn't been around in a while because she is a teacher and super busy, but she designed an Enterprise and a board cube, and Sarah's incorporating those into this quilt, and it's going to be amazing. I've seen her whole layout, and it's going to be amazing when she's done. On Saturday, I went antiquing with my husband, which is just a thing we've started doing since our kids have moved out. We were in this little antique store on Palm Springs Road here in Austin, and they had just moved maybe a couple months ago, and I saw this case, and I homed in on it. I mean, I just saw it and was like, I knew what it was immediately. And inside of this case was a Singer 221 featherweight sewing machine. I have had that particular model of sewing machine on my wish list for many, many years. And I do see them all the time, but I see them in antique malls where you can't try them out. You don't know if the gears are frozen. You don't know like what kind of shape it's in. Or I see them completely restored and super expensive. I got this one for a really good price. Even when I get it serviced, it's still going to be less than a lot of the ones I've seen in other antique malls that are completely untested. I chatted with the owner. She was awesome. She gave me a good deal, and I brought this bad boy home. So Singer Featherweight comes in a little box like this. This is a wooden box with like a leather finish on it. When you take him out, it looks like this. It is actually quite light. It's very small and compact, as you can see. It only does a straight stitch. I love vintage sewing machines. This one like I said, I've been looking for one for years, and I found it, and now it's mine. It had the sewing machine, the power cord with foot controller, and it had the manual, so everything was intact. It came with a bobbin case and a bobbin. And I mean, I could not ask for more. I've already tried it out. I oiled it and cleaned. It was super clean. I oiled it and cleaned it, and I tried it out, and it runs beautifully. I probably will go ahead and have it serviced because it has an external motor, and the motor needs to be regularly cleaned and greased. And I'm not comfortable with my level of sewing machine maintenance to take that apart and do all that, so I'm probably going to go ahead and have that done professionally. But I have a new sewing machine, and I'm super excited about it because you can never have too many, right? Just a couple more quick things today. I did finish my Ludo for the Labyrinth Quilts and Stitch Along, the Goblin King on Fandom and Stitches, which is tomorrow. We're rolling right along. We're getting closer and closer to the end. Monday on Sewhooked.com will be the next installment of Papers Piecing Vintage, so I'll be adding another block up on this wall next week. And don't forget, if you are a Talk to Me Tuesdayer, your April Fat Quarter swap needs to go in the mail. So we have, I believe, 3 birthdays, mine included, for April, and those need to go in the mail so that your recipients will receive them. If for some reason you haven't received the list and you signed up for that swap, please let me know, because I know Susie didn't get her list, and I did send it out in February. So if you haven't received it yet, let me know and I will resend the list to you. And that is the Talk to Me Tuesday, like super duper easy birthday swap. I don't remember exactly what I called it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. That is all. I hope to see you guys next week. Don't forget to stop by patreon.com/sewhooked just to check out my new endeavor. Let me know what you think about that. And be sure and watch the credits all the way through to the end so you can see all of the Patreon patrons that are $5 patrons, which, you guys, my mind has been blown at how many $5 plus patrons I've gotten. You guys are wonderful. You're amazing. And with your help, I can bring all of my future patterns to the world for free. That is my ultimate goal. That's it for me. I'm going to stop talking because this is already really long, and I will see you next week. Bye.